So the first game, I ended up switching over to Peacock to watch Warriors-Lakers, and I had the first game that aired on my phone, Rockets and Oklahoma City Thunder, which was a barn burner, double overtime, first game for the NBA and NBC, and it was, I'll say this quickly, then we'll talk about the game. I know some of the old-timers talk about, man, it was so great to hear the NBA and NBC theme song, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, I wasn't around for that time, so it doesn't hit me the same way it does other people. For me personally, as a lifelong fan, hearing Mike Tirico call a basketball game, and we know Tirico does an awesome job on Sunday Night Football on NBC with Collinsworth, but hearing Tirico call a basketball game for the first time in almost a decade, like, takes me back to, like, my childhood. Like, you remember some of those Warriors games when Steph and the Warriors were coming up, and obviously he called the late, great Kobe Bryant's final game. It was awesome on the call with Hubie Brown, who's also a legend in his own right. So it's great to hear Tirico call the game. Jamal Crawford and Reggie were solid as well. As for the game itself last night, I couldn't help but think when watching it, this is the difference between a very good playoff team that could get to the Western Conference Finals potentially in Houston, and okay, that's you see the championship medal and pedigree there. In here now, that's not to say that's how it's always going to stay. Obviously, the Thunder are always going to be champions. They'll always have that championship pedigree if they have their core. But Houston can get better. But in here now, I watch and you're like, boy, they miss Fred VanVleet. They miss that guy. I mean, just someone who can distribute, control the pace. Obviously, VanVleet can get his own shot. Excellent three-point shooter. The fact, and this is why I said yesterday, I took the Rockets out of championship contention, because if they don't have a point guard to distribute these shots to Kevin Durant, to Alperen Şengün. And by the way, Alperen Şengün, show his numbers. He was awesome last night. 39 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 12 for 24 from the field, 5 for 8 from three-point range. Again, I said it was a shock seeing Jonathan Kuminga go 4 for 6. It was a shock to see Şengün go 5 for 8. By the way, 5 threes is a career high for him, and he goes 10 of 11 from the free throw line. And in every big spot down the stretch for Houston, they went to Kevin Durant, as you should, but then in big spots, they're like, hey, big fella, you get us an open look here. You get us the best shot that you can possibly get us. So that's a great sign for Houston. Like, this guy is elevating into being one of the better players in the NBA in terms of that, like, top 15-ish. Maybe he might be pushing top 10 if he continues to play at this high of a level. But you watch Oklahoma City, and it's been there, done that. Even for a young team, still been there, done that. Shea, I think it's a little gimmicky. He draws a foul to get the free throws, but whatever. Shea can get whatever he wants in the mid-range. He had the big shot, obviously, at the end of the fourth to tie the game. Chet Holmgren was excellent early on, was 7 for 7 from the field to start. Like, the depth of Oklahoma City, Hartenstein eventually kind of settled in. Casey Wallace hit some huge three-point shots down the stretch of that game. Lou Dort is just a bulldog of a defender. We know Oklahoma City's a contender. There's a reason they won 68 games last year, won the NBA title. And for Houston, they're constructed very similarly. They're big. They've got big guys that can shoot. In the case of like Jabari Smith, and then for Oklahoma City, they've got what's my man's name? Chet Holmgren, Steven Adams, and Hartenstein. Like, there's similarities there. But who's got the basketball in their hands down the stretch? You don't know. You'd have known if VanVleet hadn't gone down. Unfortunately, knock on wood for a quick recovery for him, he's gone for the year. The last thing I wanted to say about this game, though, and I hated this. I hated it. So NBC, and again, this is another aspect, NBC crushed it last night with their basketball coverage. It was so great to see, that network back covering this beautiful game. They show, one of the things that made NBC so great for so long is them showing the starting lineups, right? Like them showing the visitor starting lineups and the boo, fans booing the other team, and the starting, and now for the Chicago Bulls, doing that with the Thunder. The Thunder are the defending champions. Fans got their title 4 months ago. Personally, I thought it was kind of crappy how they received Kevin Durant. Especially when you consider another former member of the Thunder, Steven Adams, who's obviously with the Rockets and has been very important to them. Steven Adams, they come in, starting at the center for the Rockets. Steven Adams, they cheer for him. Kevin Durant comes out and they boo him. And KD, to his credit, and we'll play the bite, KD was really, really, really classy about it after the game. Really classy. But it's like, you got your title. Like, KD left, you got the 2 titles in Golden State, but then eventually you did get your title, and you might get more with the core that you have. Let it go. You're still booing this guy. I mean, I saw videos of Kevin Durant literally holding babies after he's doing pregame warm-ups. Literally, a Thunder fan gave KD a baby who was wearing a 35 Thunder jersey, and he was holding it, and it was a really cool moment. And KD seemed to have good interactions with some of the fans, and then they turn around and boo him. I thought that was kind of low. I didn't love that. I get why they did it initially. Heck, even if the Thunder had still won a championship, I still kind of get it. Yeah, he spurned them. Forget as a Warriors fan, I defend him leaving in the first place because he was leaving Westbrook and he was leaving a situation where he wasn't prioritized as the number one option the way he should have been to go get a championship, to chase what people had said he needed to get all of that. So I get initially why they booed him first few years when he was in Golden State. Now, come on. Really? And Kevin Durant, again, to his credit, was classy about it after the game.
I mean, it's not real. I mean, I get so much love when I come in here from all the fans. Walking onto the court, at the hotel, walking around town. Every time I come here, it's just so much love and respect. And people always tell me I appreciate my time here, and there's always vice. I feel the same way. So, but that's part of the brand of OKC is to do me when my name get introduced. But I think it's all love after that.
Again, kudos to him for being classy about it. I didn't love the OKC Thunder fans' reception to Kevin. Thanks so much for watching the show on YouTube, and be sure to go click that big red subscribe button and check out the other clips and full shows from Carving It Up Live, as well as our other incredible content creators here on the Grid Network.